Hi everyone, I'm back today with a foundation review. I haven't done one of these in a long time, but I know that you guys really like these videos because I get the most views and I get the most likes for these videos in the past. So I decided to choose a foundation that I've been using for about 6 months now, so I think that I can give a pretty good review on it. And this is one of the foundations that a lot of people have talked about as well. It's the Dior Forever Flawless Perfection Fusion Wear Makeup. I have the number 020 in this. Now, before they reformulated it, it used to be my favorite foundation. I would say that it's not the new formulation isn't my favorite foundation anymore because I've kind of grown out of using higher coverage foundations. I use cushion foundations the most on a daily basis, and the Lancome Miracle Cushion is my holy grail at the moment, and I've been using that for like 2 years already. I would say the main difference between the older version and the new version is the finish of it, and the finish of this foundation is very matte. It's a very dead matte to me, at least. A lot of people say that it has a glow, but I don't see a glow at all. And just for background information, I have very dry skin, and the version before this was a little bit softer. It gave a soft glow to the face, although it was still matte, but it was, I don't know how to explain it, but it had a softer glow to it. If you've ever tried these Asian desserts called mochi, it had like a mochi kind of soft matte finish, but this one has more of a dead matte finish, which is not my favorite, to be honest. So to give you more of a background on my skin, I have very dry skin, and in the cutout where I'm trying the foundation on for you, you can see that there's a glow on my skin. But that's because I put a lot of cream on. I have hydration serum on, I have oil serum on, and I have a very thick layer of moisturizer as well. So you can tell by that, even with so much cream on, this adheres to the face really well. So I can kind of imagine if you don't put as much cream on, it almost might be a little bit hard to blend. Like, it does dry up really fast on the skin. I never have this problem because I use a lot of moisturizer naturally, and I can still retain the glow on my skin because I use an oil serum. But if you don't use all of that on a daily basis, then it would give a very different finish. It would probably look pretty matte. So the finish is definitely not my favorite part about this foundation, but I can still make it work because I use a lot of serums and moisturizers. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is the longevity of this foundation. It's definitely a very long-lasting foundation. I don't really see it move until at least 5 hours later during normal everyday wear. I actually went skiing with this last week and took it for a run during extreme weather, and it was snowing. There was like big chunks of powder snow hitting my face, and it wasn't really that cold, so the snow started melting on my face as soon as it touched it. And I thought I would look really crazy after that. I thought I would have streaks of melted foundation all over me. But when I checked out myself in the washroom mirror after, I actually looked fine, and that was really surprising. So definitely a very good foundation for outdoor, extreme weather kind of activities. In terms of the coverage, I would say it's a medium to full coverage for me. I don't really use medium to full coverage foundations on a daily basis. I only use it during special occasions or during activities where I need that kind of longevity. For example, skiing. I think this provides a pretty good coverage for most people. I use a beauty blender to shear it out just because I don't like it to be super full coverage. But if you want a full coverage, then you can use a brush to put this on. I'd say the color range of this is average. I never really thought Dior foundations had a really good color range. I'm always kind of in between colors. So I'm using 020 now, but 020 is honestly, I mean, in the video you can see that it's a perfect match for me, but in real life you can really tell that the color of it is not too brightening. And when I say brightening, I don't mean like a whiter foundation. I mean the pigments are not very brightening. It could be the same color, but it could be more of a vibrant color, if you know what I mean. So the whole range, I feel like the colors are a little bit on the dull side of things. And that's what I don't really like about it. And that's why I don't like to use it every day as well, because it's just, I like a really vibrant, good color, brightening, kind of glowy look on a daily basis. I think it makes me look younger. It makes me look more lively and more awake. So this definitely doesn't do that for me. And I don't know what it is about this. I think the version before this also had a similar problem. I was always in between colors. I didn't know whether I should use 020 or 021, because 021 gets very yellowy on me. 020 is a little bit on the red side in a way. And then when I get to 010, I look very pasty because it's super white. So yeah, that's the color range is definitely not too great in my opinion. Overall, I would say that this is not a bad foundation. What I like about it the most is that it's suitable for a wide range of different skin types. So I have very dry skin. It doesn't sink into my pores. It doesn't sink into any fine lines or dry patches. It doesn't dry my skin out. Now, it doesn't add any extra moisture, but it doesn't dry it out. And I think that's good enough. And if you have normal combination, even oily skin, I think you will like this as well. So I think it definitely suits a very wide variety of skin types, and a lot of girls will be able to benefit from this foundation. The things that I don't like about it the most is the color and the finish of it. I would definitely like it more if it was a little bit more glowy, and if the color was a little bit more vibrant and less dull. Having said that, I would still say that this is definitely one of the best high coverage, long lasting foundations out there, especially if you have dry skin, because it's definitely hard to find a high coverage, long lasting foundation for dry skin types. I hope you liked this review. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and I will do more of these type of reviews in the future. Thank you. Bye.